What's going on, folks? ST here, and today we're going to be looking at a new subohm tank from Uwell, the Crown 3, and your chance to get your hands on one. Yes, I'll be giving away a couple of them here, so stick around for that. These were sent over to me for the purpose of this review. So we're going to dive down, take a look at them. We'll show you the different color options. We'll also show you what they've changed from the Crown 2s up to the Crown 3. So let's go down, take a look. We'll come back. I'll give you my final thoughts on everything, and I'll tell you how you can get your hands on one. So let's go down and take a look at it. All right, here we are. So you see that they offer these in 5 different colors: the matte black, the sapphire blue, the stainless steel, the iridescent, and the regular black that I was just using a little while ago. So these are your color options. Also, if you notice, the drip tips, they put a little bling on those too. They've given them some color. So let's get these out of the way. And let's look at the sapphire blue. So as usual, kind of the same packaging that Uwell has gone with in the past with their tanks. If you want to pause the screen, look at everything that it comes with. It is a 24 millimeter tank, 5 mil capacity for juice. Does come with 2 coils, a 0.25 and a 0.5. So, and one thing I've noticed about these that I have enjoyed, Uwell in the past has made things a little tough to get this tape around the packaging off, but now it's just pull it right here. Real easy. Doesn't get any better than that right there. So let's pop this open and take a look at this. Oh, they are tight in here though. So there is the sapphire blue. I have to say that color is pretty nice right there. I really do like that. For those of you that have, let's say, a blue mod that you're using, this would look very nice sitting on top of it. Of course, it would look good on quite a few things there, but got your laser etching at the bottom. So let's get this to the side. Let's just show you the inside of this one. Show you the changes that they've made here. So as you can see now, the coil is not inserted into the base anymore. It is actually up in the tank now, and it's just, you push it up in there. So that is a whole different design they went with. A new type of coil for them, I guess. Pretty nice. So when you change coils out, all you have to do is just pull that out, push a new one up in there, screw it on, you're ready to go. Of course, top fill, pretty much the same as what they've run on some of these. Now, my biggest con with this device right here is these top fill ports right here. They are pretty small, and I have noticed over time in using, when I'm putting juice in, it's got a real bad habit of wanting to kick it back out on this side. I've had tanks before do that in the past. It's just a thing that does happen. But one thing I have noticed also, a lot of times when I take my top off to refill, every time it comes off, this is just full of juice buildup in here. It's all over the place. So I don't really want to say that's a con at all, but it does get a little nasty up in here sometimes. I feel like every time I need to add juice, I'm always having to wipe this off right here. So I don't know if that could be changed or not, if it's even a big deal or not, but it does happen. So when you get these tanks, you'll see what I'm talking about there with that. But as
what they did with the Crown 2, they put this little locking system in. I'm not going to take this out because it is the same setup as the Crown 2 there. But as you can see, you see the little lock and unlock feature. All you do is just screw this out. And then you just spin the top off and you can break the rest of the tank down to clean it. But pretty simple. Pretty simple. So let's get that back on there. Let's get the base back on. Threads are pretty good on it, not bad. The another thing with the top fill, I don't know if you can hear this. It almost feels like there's not enough threading that catches sometimes on it. It has a little bit of a weird feel to it. Not really con by any means. It has a little bit of a different feel to it there, but it is nice. Like I said, that's really my main con with this tank right here is the top fill. I wish the ports were a little bit larger to it, you know. I think that would help out with this situation. But pretty sexy tank, and like I said, real nice there. So the two that I'm going to be giving away, I'm going to just show you up close. I'm going to be giving away the stainless and the matte black. So two people are going to have a chance, one to get their hands on the matte, one to get their hands on the stainless right here. And I'll tell you what you need to do when we go back up top. Yeah, all in all, real nice, real nice. I have enjoyed this one. So, pretty basic, nothing really groundbreaking on this one at all, but let's go back up top. We'll talk about it. I'll give you my final thoughts, and we'll go from there.
All right, and we're back. So, final thoughts. Well, let's get a vape first. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So, this is the 0.25 that I am vaping on right now. So you have two different options on your coils. You have a 0.25 and a 0.5. Keeping in line with what Uwell's normally done with their tanks in the past. Now, the ratings on the coils, come to find out, they seem to be a little bit off there. They seem a little underrated. On the 0.25s, they state that it is between 80 to 90 watts, and the 0.5s are rated at, I believe it's 70 to 80 watts. Well, we've actually taken the 0.25s, and let me state this right now. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm advising you don't do it, but I have tested, and I'm getting a good vape off these at 100 watts to 110 watts. I like higher wattage stuff. They seem to be flowing pretty good with it. So let me state this again. I'm not telling you that you need to vape at those wattages with this coil. You should do what the manufacturers suggest you do, which is between 80 to 90 with it. What I'm stating to you is that I have found that you can go higher. I've gotten a good vape off of it, and that's where I enjoy mine at. Like I said, roughly keeping it around between the 100 to 110 watt situation with that. Right now, though, I'm only hitting at this one at 80 watts. Like I said, good flavor off of it. Enjoy the vape. Breaking time on these coils is nothing compared to what they used to be. In the past, and I've dealt with Uwell for a good long while now, but in the past, you know, I'd always let my juice set for just a little while on a new coil, just to let it get soaked up in there, because normally if you put liquid in and vape it right off the bat, you get kind of a cottony taste out of it, and it seems like it would have to work its way around. For me, I'm filling up, and it's like right off the bat I'm getting flavor with them. Now that's for me. You might not get the same experience, but that is the experience I've had with this one so far. I am on my second coil with this one, as I showed you a little while ago. what about a few weeks of wear and tear on a coil will look like. Once again, that is with me. I do not vape this tank non-stop. I have vaped it quite a bit, but I have not vaped it non-stop. This, for somebody that gets this tank, this might be the only tank that you're using. So, of course, you're probably going to go through coils quicker. The experience you have is probably going to be a little bit different. Once again, just giving you my experience with this. But the color options is a nice thing. You know, it was pretty neat how they did the coils. Of course, the drip tips also with a different look. I really do like the new look of it. I think by far, out of everything that they have put out, this has been the best on cosmetic wise. I really do like the appearance of it all. Price point. Right now I'm looking at Vapor DNA site. They've got them all in stock. They're going for $29.99. So good price. You know, can't go wrong with it there. All right, pros and cons with this tank. Pros, like I said, I've already listed one. I like break-in time. It's to me, it's quick and immediate. There's not a lot of break-in time that has to go in with these coils. It's definitely a pro for me. Cosmetics, I love the appearance of it. You know, that's definitely a pro to me. I mean, all the little different variations, and you can go on the sites and look and see what best suits you color wise for maybe whatever mod you're using. If you're real matchy, you know, and want to get your matchy game going, you know, you've got different options there. Let's see if I'm missing anything else here. All in all, it's just been a great tank for me. Haven't had any issues yet, except for one. And it is my only con to this tank right now. As I talked about earlier in the up and close, the top fill on it. You have to use pretty much, let me show y'all real fast. You pretty much are going to want to use some type of needle tip to do on top fill. If you use like the glass strippers or something like that, it tends to get messy. They don't want to fit right. I've just had a bad experience with it. I wish the slots to the top fill were a little bit larger. So like I said, when I'm putting juice in, it's not trying to escape out the other side, or even at that, just leaving a mess on that top ring when you screw it back on. It just always seems messy there, and I just don't like that. So it's not often that I can take this top cap off without there being some kind of mess underneath there. Now, to some people that could be, hey, just that's what happens, you know, live with it. But that is a con to me right there. And like I said, really more or less the con to it is that I would love to see the openings just a little bit wider on it, a little bit larger. To accommodate every type thing, glass strippers, everything, just so it fits in there properly, get your juice in, you don't have any issues. So, and really, that is my only con to this tank. So, let me get one more vape. Nice. So, your chance to get your hands, well, get your hands on one. I'm going to be giving away two of them. I'm going to be giving away a black and a stainless. So, we got two people that can win this right here. Once again, I'm always trying to make it easy. I don't believe in making this stuff hard. All you need to do is just leave a comment below in the video. Just put, you know me, always trying to keep something crazy going with it. Let's just say hashtag Crown 3. Hey, how much easier can that be? Hashtag Crown 3, and if you want, and leave a comment in there. You also got to be subscribed to the channel and like the video. Pretty easy. I'm going to let this run for a week also. So say next week sometime we'll pick a winner on this. Well, we'll actually pick two winners on this. So, as always, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for the subscribers out there. Thanks to future subscribers that are coming. Always love to build this channel up. So, y'all have a great day. I'm going to get the hell out of here and take it away.